Arsenal Football Club have an absolute horrific start in the Premier League. And today we're going to go through the toughest parts of the season, parts where we can probably pick up some points, and what this will do for the season coming ahead. First of all, before we begin, if you are new around here, subscribe, like, share the content around, comment, do whatever you have to do to help the channel grow. Now, the Premier League fixture list has already come out. It came out at around, I think it was about 9 o'clock this morning UK time, and boy oh boy, we've got to start from hell, let's put it that way. Now, most of you have probably seen it already. I've only just seen it recently. I've seen maybe some fixtures, I've not seen all of it. However, I've seen our first 6 games, and our first 6 are as follows. Manchester United away, Leeds at home. Liverpool away, Nottingham Forest at home, Man City at home, and Newcastle away. I'm being real. Yes, there's still a couple months around, give or take, depending on when this video comes out, till the season starts. However, we have not signed a player at all. We're still waiting on Sesko or Gyökeres, whatever the fuck's happening there. Based on last season's performance, based on how I think the season will go, where the hell are we getting our, apart from maybe Leeds at home, where you think that will be a win, however, who knows, where the hell are we getting our first, let's say 5 wins from? Because Manchester United, yes, they're not that good, however, it's Old Trafford, and we've won about 2 games there since I was born in the Premier League. The 1-0 in lockdown, and the 1-0, not the season, just gone the season before that. Leeds at home, you think we would get a win there? You very think that we do. However, newly promoted teams, they can cause all sorts of issues. However, it is at the Emirates Stadium, so you would think that we should get the 3 points. Liverpool at Anfield, the less said about that game, the better. Just come off the back of being champions. Yes, we came back from 2-0 down. However, number 1, they took their foot off the gas, and number 2, it was the end of the season. It doesn't matter. Where we have to win games like that, we don't. Nottingham Forest at home, you think that will be a win? Nottingham Forest can give you problems. What I'm hoping for is that, I think pretty sure Champions League kicks in at and around that time, so it shouldn't be the worst thing to happen. And then we've got our next 2 after that, which I'm pretty sure Champions League must kick in before then. Manchester City at home and Newcastle away. Yes, we slapped Man City 5-1 last season. However, look at the signings they made. I'll try and put the link up there for the short that I made on their side, on their 3 signings that they made. If you think that's going to be the same Manchester City that rocked up to the Emirates last season when we beat them 5-1, yeah, you've all got a rude awakening coming. And then Newcastle away, we've not won at St James's since 22-23 season, if I'm right. But you think that was difficult? Right, we got West Ham at home, who we lost to. Fulham away, we drew there last season, and yeah, they always give us problems. And Palace at home, who they always give us problems. I'm not going to go through all the Premier League fixtures because going one by one will take ages. However, another part of our season that is going to be hell is the New Year period. We kick off the New Year, I'm assuming the Villa game doesn't get moved to a New Year's Day. Bournemouth away, we lost there last season. Liverpool at home. Between then, there will be some FA Cup. There will be FA Cup third round, possibly a Carabao Cup semi-final. However, knowing our luck in the cups, we probably won't get there. Nottingham Forest away, difficult. Manchester United at home, God knows what Manchester United will be like. God knows how the season will turn up like then. Because given our first set of games, we might not be as high in the table as people think. Then we got a trip to newly promoted Leeds at Ellen Road. And then in February, where it does get tough, is Tottenham away, Chelsea at home, Brighton away. Brighton away is in March, but you get the point. But that is a sort of quick overview of our fixtures that are coming up. I will do some more in-depth preview when the time comes, but however, I've gone through our starts of the season, our Christmas/New Year period, and to be fair, our run-in, the hardest game we've got on paper really is Manchester City away. However, we know what the run-in's like, we know how we do in the run-in. I'm not going to explain it further. If you need explaining, go over the past sort of 2, 3 seasons based on how we do in this period. But that is our Premier League fixture list for the upcoming season. It's not good at all, let's be real. And based on the business that we've done so far, i.e. none, it's going to be a very, very long season. And don't forget, Champions League kicks in. Carabao Cup will kick in. FA Cup will kick in around the New Year time. Like I said before, possibly a Carabao Cup semi-final. Champions League is still going on in January. We have to start the season well. If we aspire to do anything this season, which we should as a club, however, We know what the Mikel Arteta regime normally brings. We have to start this season well, like I said, or it could go south real quick. However, that is it from me. Remember, like, sub, and share the content around, and I'll see you lot in a bit.